Hey y'all, it's troy-nicole, and today I'm going to be doing the Book Snob book tag. So this tag was created by Tia and all the books, and I will leave her links below to her channel and her video. So let's just get into this now. Okay, the first question is adaptation snob. Do you always read the book before the movie? Honestly, no, and I don't pressure myself to, because sometimes they're just books I don't really care to read. For instance, I'm pretty sure I watched Howl's Moving Castle forever ago and I didn't read the book. Nicholas Sparks' books, except the last song, I did not read before I seen the movies, and in retrospect, I've only actually ever seen like the more recent movies. I've never even seen The Notebook or A Walk to Remember. I don't know. I don't let myself get too antsy about it. If I'm really anticipating a movie, then I'll probably will go back and read the book if I know it's a book. Sometimes I just don't know, and I watch something and someone tells me there's actually a book attached to it, but I'm not really too like anal about it. I really don't care. Number 2, format snob. You can only choose one format in which to read books for the rest of your life. Which one do you choose? Physical books, ebooks, or audiobooks? I'd definitely say physical books, pretty much because I can just pick them up and read them whenever, and they'll be in my hand and I don't have to worry about with ebooks. You know, I always like have so many on my iPad or on my phone, and it's all like just like crammed together, and it kind of just drives me crazy. I like things organized, so I like the fact that I can like put them on a shelf and make them by genre and alphabetical order and all those other things. And also I just like having physical books. And audiobooks, I'm very absent-minded, so it's just I don't read too many, I don't listen to too many audiobooks anyway. Number 3, ship snob. Would you date or marry a non-reader? Of course. I actually like the idea of being with someone who's not a reader, because I think it's great to have your own things. And to be honest, I don't really care about someone else being a reader or not. Like, if I marry someone and they hate reading, as long as he's not around here trying to tell me that I can't read, which I doubt, then I don't really care. And in retrospect, my track record for liking guys have never been that they like reading. So I'll say I'd marry a non-reader. I don't care. It doesn't matter. 4, genre snob. You have to ditch one genre, never to be read again for the rest of your life. Which one do you ditch? Probably sci-fi, just because I don't read too much of it. I do like the genre, but it's not something that I feel like I have to live with, I need super bad. So I'd probably do sci-fi because I just don't find that I am always like in the mood to read it anyway. Also, I would also say more the literary genre and nonfiction as well, because I really don't care about reading those. Uber genre snob. You can only choose to read from one genre for the rest of your life. Which genre do you choose? I'd say romance, only because it fills up a lot of space for me to choose. Like, telling someone you like romance is so broad, because in retrospect, you could read a romance that's based around a fantasy. So if you want to read a romance and the main character is a witch, you can still read it because it's still technically romance. And you could also go more contemporary and read something more, you know, everyday life type feel. But you could also read historical, and you could read sci-fi if you want to. Like, there's a very broad term. There's always just like an idea that romance is just like Nicholas Sparks, and you know, there's really more to it. You could literally read so many things in romance, because if you think about it, a lot of things do have romance these days in it. Number 6, community snob. Which genre do you think receives the most snobbery from the bookish community? The bookish community online, I definitely say I give it to either romance or nonfiction. I feel like the people who do nonfiction on especially BookTube don't get enough credit. Some of them have some of the greatest recommendations for books, but I do understand not actually wanting to read nonfiction. But I think there's this like idea that if you read nonfiction, if you read literary, then you're kind of snobbish already, which isn't fair because I watch a lot of nonfiction people and they're really always super nice. And also obviously romance, because people just have something weird about romance, which is crazy because romance is like the most bought genre of books. So, but you know what? Who cares? Number 7, snobbery recipient. Have you ever been snubbed for something that you have been reading or for reading in general? Yeah. Especially about, typically mostly about romance or Twilight. Yeah, pretty much those two. It's very odd to me that people care so much about what you read, but like on the other hand, it's like I've been like the recipient of snobbery on the sense that I have people shocked that I like reading. What's really interesting is when I'm in school and I'm in like 4,000 level classes and someone asks me what's my major and I'm looking at them like, this is literally early English masterworks 4372. Why the fuck would I be in this class if I wasn't an English major? So it's kind of just like annoying, because then I have lots of people assume that I only read like African American literature, so I only read things that, you know, are literary and made by African Americans, which is also untrue. Or I have people assume that I only like romance, which is something people tend to assume about romance readers, which is that we only read romance and that we don't stray from it, which is weird because like my top genre is definitely fantasy, whether or not I talk about it on this channel. Or people love to ask me if I like Nicholas Sparks, which not really. Aside from him just not being a great person, I just find his books formulaic and I don't particularly like them. I literally only read The Last Song because I was obsessed with Miley Cyrus when I was younger and I was gonna do anything that she was doing. Well, no, I was gonna read or watch whatever she was doing. So I read The Last Song just to watch the movie. And yeah, so I've definitely been like, I still have people to date, people that I'm actually friends with. They'll say, oh, you and your romance. Or I'll have people go like tell me that they don't like romance, which is like uber unnecessary because I don't care. Like, especially if I know you don't like it already, there's no need to reiterate to me that you dislike romance. Like, nobody cares. Get over yourself. Okay, so that was the last of the book snob book tag. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go, and I think I only ever tag these two people, but I don't ever remember who to tag. So Brittany Oshale, if y'all want to do this tag, do the tag. And until next time, do what you love, create what you love, and peace.